What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about Zombie 4 After Death. So I'm just going to give you all my overall thoughts of the movie first. And yeah, I did not think this movie was good at all. There was like nothing, there were like no redeeming qualities. There was like absolutely there's absolutely nothing that I liked. Okay, Zombie 3, even though I wasn't a fan of that, there was some fun to be had, and there was a couple things that movie had going for it. This movie was just trash. I was not a fan. This was hard to get through. So yeah, I was not into this. Jumping into the plot summary, the movie focuses on this group of mercenaries and this girl, and basically they get stranded on this tropical island, and the girl who's with this group of mercenaries, she was on the island previously, and like when she was like a little girl, she was there with her parents, and she witnessed a previous zombie outbreak there. And yeah, now she's all grown up. She's with this group of mercenaries. She gets stranded on this tropical island again, and this group of individuals, they're pursued by hordes of zombies, and they're just simply trying to survive. So that is the basic plot summary. The first point that I wanted to get into is actually kind of relates to the previous movie in this franchise. So in my review for Zombie 3, I mentioned that like the music sounded like some of the music that was in the movie Troll 2, and then I went back and I looked, and when I was looking on Wikipedia, it was saying that the director who directed Troll 2, that he wrote Zombie 3. He wasn't the only writer, but he was one of the writers of Zombie 3. And then on Google, like on Wikipedia, it did not say that he directed Zombie 3. It just said that he was one of the writers. But on Google, it says that he was one of the writers of Zombie 3. But even more interesting, the director of Troll 2 actually directed this movie, Zombie 4 After Death. So, yeah, like, I don't know. I was just throwing that out there. I didn't even think that there was any connection. I just thought that the music kind of sounded like the Troll 2 music. But that's interesting that I just randomly thought that, and then, come to find out that the director of Troll 2, he worked on Zombie 3, and then he directed Zombie 4. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And his name's Claudio Fragasso, and I can kind of see his style, like from I don't know all of his movies, but I do know Troll 2, and that kind of style, that's so bad it's good, super cheesy, super wacky style, you can see in Zombie 3. In this movie, in Zombie 4, there's really no so bad it's good moments, any like funny, like so bad they're funny moments. It's mostly just like there's like bad moments, and it's like a test of endurance to get through this movie. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's just bad but not entertaining. It's just bad straight up. So yeah, even though this is coming to us from the director of Troll 2, it's just straight up boring. There's no, I wish there was some so bad it's good stuff, but no. But yeah, I just thought that was fun that actually is that the director of Troll 2 actually is involved with these movies. So that's pretty cool. And then once I found that out, I started thinking, is that how is that how Troll 2 came about? Like, so, like, did Troll 2 come about in a similar way that Zombie or Zombie 2 came about? Because, you know, Troll 2 really has, from what I understand, it really doesn't have that much to do with the first Troll movie, and it's like, there's, I mean, it's really like goblins, they're not even trolls. And I mean, even though maybe it's slightly similar, it's almost like a in name only sequel. And I wonder if the story behind Troll 2 is similar to the story behind Zombie or Zombie 2, where, you know, maybe Troll was popular in Italy, and then you know, at that time there weren't really rules and regulations against making a sequel in Italy. Anyone could pretty much make a sequel to anything, so they're like, hey, let's just, instead of calling our movie Goblin, which I guess I think that was the original title, instead of calling our movie Goblin, let's just call it Troll 2 to sell it, you know. But I don't know if that is the case, because, you know, the Troll 2 was filmed in the United States, and I don't know if it initially came out in the United States or if it initially came out in Italy. I don't know, but I don't know. I think I was just thinking that, because, you know, how Zombie came about. It's supposed to be like a sequel to Dawn of the Dead, even though in my opinion it really doesn't have anything to do with Dawn of the Dead. I mean, you can see the inspiration is there, but it's, I mean, they're not like posted up in a mall or anything. So I mean, I don't know. But anyways, I just thought I thought that was like an interesting thing to point out. And I don't know. I've seen the Troll 2 documentary, like it's what's it called, Best Worst Movie. I forgot if they do talk about that, how like Troll 2 was conceived, how it came about. But yeah, I don't recall, but I should rewatch that documentary. That's a very, very good movie documentary. If anyone out there is interested, it's free on Tubi. It's actually free on YouTube too, if you don't want to bother watching ads. But anyways, let me get that's enough talk about Troll 2. We're talking about Zombie 4 today. So let me focus. Let me rein in. Get back to the programming for today. So basically, I kind of I already mentioned this. So yeah, this movie for me, there was like nothing going for it. Like I said, Zombie 3, there was some stuff that I enjoyed. This movie was just, it was bland, it was boring, it was slow. I didn't care about the characters. Even the kills weren't good. I feel like the makeup was really not as good in this. Yeah, there was just, I don't know, there was really nothing about this movie that I liked, except for one thing. I have to give credit where credit is due. Okay, so this movie had like a theme song, and I thought, I'm a sucker for any movie that has a theme song. Like, you know, some you know, trauma movies have a theme song, like Class of Nuke 'Em High 2 have theme songs. You know, there's some 80s, 90s movies have theme songs, and they're fantastic. I love them. So this movie has a theme song, and it's actually pretty good. And whenever that theme song was playing, I was into it. I'm like, let's go. Like, this movie has a theme song. It's not bad. I'm into it. I'm rocking with it. Theme songs rule. Like, more movies need dedicated theme songs. So even though I didn't really like anything about the movie, I did like the theme song. So there's a positive. I don't want to like totally rip on movies, you know. And then the last little point, it's like maybe like a couple points that I want to mention are just some like some WTF moments in the movie, but not even in an entertaining way, just in like a so bad they're bad type of way. So basically there's this one character, and he's explaining the events on the island that took place 20 years ago, like the zombie outbreak 20 years ago. And this, this girl, like I mentioned previously, she was there. Like she was like a little girl while there was that zombie outbreak. She witnessed that. And then this guy is telling the story, and then there's like a slight pause, like a slight delay, and she's just like, "Oh yeah, I was there." And they're like, You were there? Why didn't you, like the whole time I was telling this story, why didn't you mention that?" And she's just like, oh, I forgot." Like, how do you forget that? You're on the same island. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure like she went there intentionally to kind of investigate the island. Like, you're on the island where the initial incident occurred, and you're being pursued by zombies on the island. How do you forget that you were there 20 years ago, and the same thing happened? How? Like, I mean, you could argue that she was like a little girl, so how you gonna remember some stuff that happened when you were like, 5 or 6 years old or whatever? That's actually that's a valid point. But like in terms of the movie, I feel like she remembered it previously and she was like talking about it, but then she the most like the most important piece of information in the movie, you're gonna forget. Like, get out of my face. That was, I was just like, what the like heck, like, who would write that? Why would you write that? Like, what? I don't like. How did that like serve the story? Like, why? Just have her remember, like, and then she could chime in. Why would she forget? I don't know. This movie doesn't make sense. But anyways, another instance where I was shaking my head, where something just didn't make sense was there was all of the main characters, they were posted up at this house, and there was just all kinds of zombies, like a horde of zombies, in front of the house, and they all grab like machine guns. They have like M16s, and they're just about to shoot up all these zombies. And one of the characters is like, okay, conserve your ammo, don't waste your ammo. And instead of going to like switching to semi-auto and like meticulously picking off the zombies, like pointing, aiming, try to shoot one in the head, they all just are shooting like full auto. They're shooting fully automatic, and they're just like dumping mags. They're just unloading full mags on these zombies, just like spraying and praying. Like, did this guy not just say to conserve ammo? Even the guy who said it, he's just spraying and praying. Like, semi-auto, MF, have you heard of it? Do you speak it? Like, I don't know. I was just like, what? They could have just. Why did they even have to have that dialogue? Conserve ammo if they're just gonna spray you like that, or then have them shoot semi-automatic, which actually for the movie would have been kind of boring. So just don't add that line of dialogue where the character says, conserve your ammo, because they don't conserve their ammo whatsoever. Like, they're just like let me just point and shoot my whole mag. So that was those were like the last couple things that I wanted to mention. I just wanted to kind of voice like how bad this movie is. Like, I like, So Bad They're Good movies. I like unintentionally funny stuff, but this movie was just, it was everything about it was bad. It was just like, I don't know. It was, I don't know. It didn't even, it almost didn't, it felt like someone just, it felt like something someone just like threw together, like it like a school project movie. Like, I don't know, like if you're given all this money, I mean, they're probably crunched for time, and is probably, they didn't have that much money, but like, if you're given all this money and like this is your job, like, I don't know. I feel like they should have. There was like a couple things they could have they could have improved, and it wouldn't have taken that, like, just retool the dialogue a little bit. I don't know. Maybe though when they dubbed it changed. I don't know. But yeah, okay. Just I don't want this video to be too long. Zombie 4 After Death. I would not recommend it. So far, I would recommend the first Zombie. The first Zombie is fantastic. That's great movie. But yeah, Zombie 3 was not great, and Zombie 4 is worse than Zombie 3. So I don't even think I recommended Zombie 3. So yeah, Zombie 4 I would definitely not recommend. Please never watch this movie. So that has been my recommendation, and that has been my review of Zombie 4 After Death. Thank you all very much for watching, and peace out.